What's the good word, friends? It's Totter here, and I'm back, ready to do some more of this Pokemon stuff. So get ready, because today is all about them dragon types, which is a list I was terrified of making, because I know how passionate some people can get about their favorite dragon types. So in regards to making this list, you could say I was dragging my feet. After telling this joke, Totter soon came to the realization that his true calling in life was as a comedian. He began his pursuit of comedy right away, traveling the country and telling his amusing anecdotes, witty one-liners, leaving his friends, family, and full-capacity crowds in fits of laughter. Numerous critics and fellow comedians have praised his craft, some even calling him the greatest comedian anyone has ever known. Alright, I've had my fun. I had my silly little joke. So let's jump right into the list, shall we? Same rules apply here as every other list. The Pokemon that you see in this list will have Dragon as a primary typing, and also the picks are based on my own opinion with no outside influences from competitive or otherwise. So let's go! Number 5. Garchomp.
Badass Dragon Pokemon number 1!
Game Freak decided one day to take the best parts of a dragon, the best parts of a shark, spin them together, unleash them on the world and go, here you junkies, feast your eyes on the land shark Pokemon Garchomp. And stop complaining that we're running out of ideas! Garchomp is a freaking monster. It's cool, it's dangerous, it's intimidating, it's everything you would expect a dragon to be. So naturally you'd find Garchomp on top lists no matter which ones you watched. Let's not forget about its main claim to fame, anchoring an already deadly team possessed by Sinnoh's champion Cynthia. First trying to deal with all this shit, then her Garchomp comes out with this. I mean, come on!
I mean, come on.
Surely your team has been whittled down to almost nothing by the time this Hellspawn sees the field. Whether the battle with Cynthia or Gen 2's Lance was tougher than the other is up for debate, I think. Lance had his Dragonite army and Cynthia had this. Picking which one to battle is like, hey dudes, would you rather stick your dick in a beehive or dip your nuts in a bowl of fire ants? It's gonna suck either way. But when you get a chance to have Garchomp on your side of the field, damn is it awesome. Number 4. Salamence.
Badass Dragon Pokemon number 2!
Last entry was a perfect dragon-shark combo, but right here we have full-on, sleek, menacing, pure 100% dragon. Thank you Gen 6 for making Bagon available to catch early. Like seriously, you should have seen the look on my face when I saw one. I was like, whoa! Not in some far-off cave with a low encounter rate, just a random route early in your journey. Sweet! Forget about the fact that you have to wait until level 50 to obtain this beast, just look at the stat distribution. Well worth it. Especially in Gen 6 when EXP was laughably easy to obtain. Salamence is one of only a handful of non-legendary Pokemon to have 100 or better in speed, attack, and special attack, meaning that once this thing hits the field, you can be sure to dish out a considerable amount of damage to anything standing in your way. You know, as long as they don't have any ice moves. But I made sure to train my Bagon up as quickly as possible so I could start tearing through Kalos without breaking a sweat. And much like most dragon types, the wide range of moves Salamence could learn is practically endless. And with unbreakable TMs in Gen 5 and onward, it seemed almost broken. But power feels good, and I like feeling good. So when I want to feel good, I put a Salamence on my team. Oh yeah! Number 3. Rayquaza.
Badass Dragon Pokemon number 3!
Dude, seriously, Rayquaza would be number 1 for most menacing looking Pokemon. Sharp red teeth, psychotic eyes, piercing gaze. This is the kind of stuff nightmares are made of. For your opponent, that is. I put it at the top of my list in Gen 3 to find and capture this ferocious beast. Because once it bursts out of its Pokeball and lets out its ominous, blood-curdling scream, and it's on your side of the field, the feeling is indescribable. Makes me want to walk over to my opponent with a list in my hand and say, here are the moves Rayquaza knows. Which one do you want to kill you? It kinda reminds me what it was like to capture Mewtwo for the first time back in Gen 1. knowing you had what was arguably the most powerful creature for its time. And just like Mewtwo, Rayquaza's god tier power was given a huge boost with a Mega Evolution. Yeah, like it needs more power. But Mega Rayquaza is special. Upon its capture in Oris, at the end of the Delta episodes, you take off on the back of your newly captured Rayquaza and face off against Deoxys in one of my favorite legendary battles ever. Mega Rayquaza, Deoxys, outer goddamn space. Could this get any more epic? Want more reasons why Rayquaza is awesome? I don't know, just look at its stats and its move pool and it. Pretty self-explanatory. Number 2. Dragonair.
Baddest Dragon Pokemon number...
Beautiful Dragon Pokemon. Number 1. Well, that doesn't sound as cool, does it? There's nothing badass about Dragonair, but that is okay. You know why? Because it's beautiful, that's why. Admittedly, writing this part of the list proved to be quite the task, considering I've covered this Pokemon in a few other videos before this, but I'll do my best. And there's no better reason for me to explain why Dragonair's on all these lists other than the undeniable fact that it's gorgeous. Even its Gen 1 sprite looks good, and there aren't a lot of Gen 1 pokes that can make that claim. So to summarize what I said about Dragonair in the last 2 videos it was in, it's beautiful, it's way better looking than its evolution, simple and elegant design, its shiny form is amazing, it's... oh my god, that's adorable. Oh, but I found another reason why I personally like it. Any anime fans out there ever watched the first season of Genso Maden Saiyuki back in the day? It's an anime based loosely on the Chinese novel Journey to the West, and it's one of my favorite anime of all time, and I highly encourage you to go watch it. In it, a character by the name of Cho Hakai has a dragon companion named Hakuryu, which directly translated from Japanese means white dragon. Guess what Dragonair's name in Japanese is? And why did it take me 11 years to figure this out? But yeah, just add it to the already long list of reasons why I love this Pokemon so much. Oh yeah, you know what time it is, friends. 5 through 2 are done, so before reaching the final entry, here are a few honorable mentions. Zygarde, more specifically its 50% form. I still feel like we got robbed of Pokemon Z and a chance for Zygarde to step into the spotlight. Instead it was relegated to a side quest in Sun and Moon. Regardless, I think it's a cool Pokemon with a cool name and a cool color scheme and a cool design. And here's where I'm gonna disappoint a lot of you, but Haxorus is here as well and not number 1. I'm sorry, but I still like it a lot. Haxorus, while obviously looking like a dragon, also has a zombie thing kinda going on with the dark morbid color scheme and semi-skeletal design. And let's not forget its attack status through the goddamned roof. But yeah, whether it's a little or a lot, everyone should like Haxorus. Number 1. Altaria. Oh man, how many of you freaked out when you didn't see the likes of Dragonite or Latias or Latios or Kommo-o here? I'm willing to bet most of you, but I don't care. This is my list, baby. And I'm proud to proclaim that one of my biggest surprises ever came from Generation 3, and it was when I discovered Altaria. As most of you know, Gen 1 and 2 didn't have much for dragon Pokemon, like literally 4 Pokemon, and they were painfully obvious about their dragondom. When Swablu found me during my journey in Pokemon Sapphire, I figured, hey, what the hell, I don't have a flyer on my team, so I caught one to raise with the rest of my party. Once it evolved, I was pretty happy with how it turned out design-wise, another cutesy majestic bird. I mean, I was down with it. Fully expecting it to remain a normal flying type, I opened its summary and proceeded to shit myself. It's dragon now? What? So many things started going through my ignorant, childish mind about how dragons seem so unobtainable because they're so mystical and rare. And all of a sudden, not even halfway through my journey, one of them is on my team. I thought that was so cool. And just because it doesn't look like a dragon type, doesn't mean it can't learn all the cool shit that other dragon types could learn as well. This bird was capable of learning Ice Beam, Flamethrower, Solar Beam, Earthquake, Iron Tail, Dragon Claw, Sky Attack, Dragon Dance. The possibilities just seem so endless. With all that being said, despite all the backlash I'm sure to get, I could still feel proud to this day of my undying, unmatched love for my favorite primary dragon type, Altaria. Whew. Not gonna lie everyone, I was a little terrified to make this list because of the choices I made in the order I put them in, but I feel glad that it's finally out of the way. And to those that stuck around and were willing to hear me out, thank you. As always, these lists are a lot of fun to make, and I hope you guys enjoy them just as much as I enjoy making them. I'm still jotting down any kind of video ideas you guys have for future projects that I can't really put a date on, but do know that if you make a suggestion and I can pull it off, I'll be sure to give you a shout out at the beginning and end of the video once it's done. Next week I'll be working with my friends at Push the Core Gaming again with my top 10 favorite moments from their Let's Play of Outlast, so I hope to see you there. Thanks again for watching, this is Totter, and I'll see you later.